Top of the morning to you, fam. What's good, baby? Yeah, you already know what time it is. Well, I guess some of y'all should know what time it is, because I told you where we was going yesterday in the live, so y'all already know where we going. But for the fam that missed the live, I'm going to go ahead and let you know we just got to the shipper, and I'm about to get loaded. Now, give me just a second. Let me tap back in with you. Give me just a second. That's good. All right, fam, we loaded. You seen it. One pallet. Man, they turned the pallet. I don't know why. They wanted to. Not finna ask no questions. It would have fit like it was, but they wanted to turn it. Let them turn it. But it's on there. And now we got to go 741 miles to Kansas City. It's time for Mr. Get It there to get in action, because Mr. Go Get It has already got it. And now I got to get the moving, grooving, sucking, and driving so we can go on and get up to Kansas City. But man, it was funny. Remember I told you we was talking about this yesterday, about the stuff that brokers say and ask for, like on that rate con and everything, outside of the PPE, because we had to have PPE on both ends. The rate con literally says, English speaking drivers only. We just talked about this last night. But you know the most amazing part? Unless they're in the back somewhere, everybody that I ran into that's out here talking, and they're great guys. They spoke English and Spanish, mainly Spanish. They were speaking it on the phone, no problem. Because I know a little bit of it. You know, took Spanish in school, plus I grew up in Houston. You pick up stuff when you grow up around people all that speak Spanish. We went to school with them, but it just threw me for a loop, because I talked about this last night on the live, and they said English speaking only. And I didn't run into nobody with English speaking was their primary language. I swear, the world we live in, fam. Either way it go, great guys. He explained everything that this was. I got concrete and some sand and stuff like that. They do a lot of building stuff. They're right now working on like the biggest buildings in Austin right now. Working on that. They do the bathrooms, the floors, the woodwork. They do a little bit of everything. They even got a part of the business that sells the supplies, from the nails and the anchors and all that stuff. They do a little bit of everything in there. But yeah, great guys. And now it's time for me to get to moving to see the other great guys on the other end up here. So yeah, fam, I like to talk to y'all all day, but the longer I talk to y'all, that's less time I got to chill on the other end. And you know your boy likes to chill. I told you, I'm like that reverse lazy. I like to get the work done and then chill and relax. So yeah, we finna go ahead and knock this 741 miles out, baby, and get on up the road. But don't worry, it's a nice sunny day. I'm gonna let you ride with your boy. I'm gonna let you, hopefully that snow that came through Kansas City the other day is gone and not my way, finito. But either way it go, you'll know if it ain't, because you gonna see when your boy riding up there. So let's get the rolling, baby. Gotta get this show on the road. But don't worry, I'm gonna tap back in as we go. Let you ride with your boy. Just ride with me. Give me a second to get going, and I'll tap back in with you.
Will be on the right. Street. In 1,000 feet.
Yeah, fam. We here. That gate's closed. I can't get into there, so I just know where it's at now. I see the name of the company, the address. I seen the shipping and receiving gate. The recon is complete. Now your boy just got to figure out where we finna go lay it down at, you know, until it's time to get this thing up out of here tomorrow. So yeah, fam, just letting you know we here, baby. We got it done. I know y'all be liking to check on your boy, make sure we still good. But yeah, man, ain't no really where to park around here. I'm at a stop sign, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap this thing on out for the night. And don't worry. When I get up in the morning, I got you covered. We gonna get this thing to moving and get up out of here, sucking and driving, and see what's up next. So I'm gonna get some rest, you get some rest, and I'll tap back in with you in the morning. Good morning, fam. It's another beautiful, blessed day. We get to see it, fam. You get to see it. We blessed. And now it's time to finish the first part of the blessing that we got and get this freight up out of here. So yeah, go ahead and get on over here to this shipper. We already done the recon. I'm about 5.3 miles away. Go ahead and get this thing up out of here, and I'm gonna tap back in with you after we get it out of here so we can talk a little bit, discuss some numbers, discuss this bag that we picked up, you know, and a couple other things. But give me a second, let me get this thing up out of here, and I'll tap back in with you. It's finito, fam. It is finito. You know, Mr. Get It There strikes again, baby. This is light work. This is light work to 741 miles. And they paid your boy $1 a mile. Yeah, we got the $7.50 on this load. In and out. This one of them loads where I guess they had a pickup and they left something behind and we snagged it up and we dropped it off. Because it was for us, baby. That's what I say all the time. What's for you is for you. I don't know how many times I got to beat you in the head with it to get you to understand it. Baby, what's for you is for you. That goes for the loads. That also goes for the rates. Because everybody's rate ain't your rate. I don't know how we're going to get this. Like, for example, let's do this. We know the going rate. We talk about it all the time. $2 for big rigs, box trucks. We got it. Spot market rates. That's what they averaging as of right now in March, the first week of March. That's what they average. You know, we always talk about the $1 a mile. And even with that said, we see the numbers going up. We see what it's doing. We're not in the loss category. We're in the profit category. We're so far in the profit category, it's crazy. But we'll break all them numbers down on the end. But I just want to keep you going and let you know everybody's rate ain't your rate. Because I still see the comments. I'm not mad at them. You still take cheap freight. Like if you take something less than $1, they can say, by that logic, if the going rate for big rigs and box trucks, whatever, $2, let's stick with that. If they take anything less than $2, some people will be like, oh, they're taking cheap freight at $1.75 a mile. That's why I harp on knowing your CPM, because we have all the sayings in the world. We talk about the what's for you is for you. Everybody's success doesn't look the same. Some people is financial success. Some people is millionaires. Some people is debt free. Some people is just being able to take care of their families, take the vacations, keep food on the table with no stress. Everybody's success looks totally different. That means everybody's rate. Man, I don't know what's going on over there. Just seen a fire truck and an ambulance run by real fast. Hey, praying for the safety of whoever that is. Every time I see one, I pray for the safety of that individual and their family and what they're going through. It's crazy out here in this world, man. We never know what's going to happen, but that goes back to it's crazy how that happened. What everybody else has going on in life doesn't affect you like always. Like that ambulance and that fire truck that just drove by has nothing to do with my life right now. And I say that because those same individuals, I told you in one video, don't let nobody trick you out your 100K year. And if you listen to some of these individuals out here, because they're going based off of their needs. They don't know your needs. So let me give you an example. Say your CPM. Your CPM looks totally different if you have to pay a note on your van versus somebody that's van is paid off. Looks totally different. Your bills look totally different. You might need $4,000 to survive. It's people out here surviving off of $2,000 and aren't complaining. Your rates look totally different. I'll use myself, for example. We talk about it all the time. Retired military, we're good over here. We don't use the rates to take care of the family. I go even deeper. We talk about $1 because we say $1. We know the CPM fluctuates for this van, this business, between 30 to 33, maybe 34 cents, depending on the load, the day, where we're going, whatever. Gas mileage, because it's a lot of things that play into that. So based off of that logic alone, and we don't use the bills, we're building a business, I technically can still build this business with my family, operating on 60, 65, 70 cents a mile. That'll keep a net profit coming in that will still make this business grow. Would it grow at a faster pace at 70 cents versus $1? No, it takes the dollar to grow it faster. But then again, that goes back to the whole thing. The rate that we need over here to grow is not going to be the same. I've seen people that have been so upside down, just trying to get it out the mud, get started, that $1 would not do it for them. They would need $1.30. They would need $1.40. They would need $1.50. Everybody's rates is different. Yes, we don't want to just be driving cheap freight and free freight. I don't even want to say cheap freight. We don't want to drive free freight. That's the better way to put it. Because what you consider cheap, somebody else might not. So for example, somebody out there buying an expensive Louis Vuitton, if you got the money, you got the money. I ain't mad at you. Gucci, all these name brands, that's because that's what they like. And some people will be like, I couldn't afford to do that. That'll be crazy. Yes, it does look crazy paying for that when you make 50 bands a year. versus somebody that's making 1 million bands a year. 1 million to them and to you are two totally different things. What you consider $100, that's like 50 cents for them. Everybody's financial stability is different. Whatever it takes for you to reach your prosperity is different. That's why I tell you, and we're going through this business, learning this business together, learning how business works, period. I'll give you another one because I'm going to give you the examples. To ship something with UPS looks totally different than shipping something with FedEx, than shipping something with UPS. But then you have somebody like Amazon, memberships, free shipping. You spend $25, $30, free shipping. Is that considered cheap freight because they're sending it for free? No, they're getting money in other avenues. So don't get caught up in other people's rates. Yes, we know the baseline, $1 for the cargo van. We know the $2 for the big rigs and box trucks. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to hit that number to grow. You grow faster doing that. But if you're one of those people that aren't trying to grow and you just want to be able to sustain your family, have a small family business, or just you stay a solopreneur, you might not need $1. It might be 30-some cents, and then you can rock out with 90 cents a mile and be winning. So, again, what's considered cheap freight? I hear it all the time. I see people throw it up all the time. They tell me all the time, and I'm just sitting there reading the comments, laughing, because it's cheap to you. What we have going and we building, I'm trying to get everybody to change their mindset to understand that you have to do what's best for you, no matter how you build it. We're learning how this game works. We're learning what you need to survive in this game. We're learning how to maneuver throughout this game. But when it comes down to those dollars and cents, only you know what works best for you. Because if everybody out here, because you see people all the time, oh, I'm getting out, I couldn't sustain. I don't know their bills. Because I see people that are still sustaining on that same amount of money that others say they can't sustain. So if I go big rigs, box truck, that's $2 a mile, there's people out here right now saying it's impossible to drive in this for this money and that money. Again, I'm not talking about the brokers, we're eliminating the brokers and all that, shippers that are just paying just rock bottom prices. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the overall. If you get to know, as you get to know me, I'm talking overall. I don't let the minority set the standard. I don't let those small group of people or those small group of brokers, I know it's a vast amount of them, I don't let them set the standard. I talk in majority and minority. And the amount of people that aren't sustaining versus the amount of people, because we see trucks still running every day, man. They running. So that rate must be doing decent for somebody. So again, don't let nobody trick you out your 100K year because you say I ran a load for 92 cents, 85 cents, and they like, I couldn't do it. You're taking cheap freight. You're ruining the market. You by yourself cannot ruin the market. Groups of people, maybe. Majority, maybe. But at the same time, all them people that's complaining, all them people that's talking to you crazy, they're not responsible for putting food on your table. Just letting you know. So yes, I don't mind it. It don't bother me, but I'm trying to help you. Don't let it bother you. Do what's best for you. Understand your CPM. Don't get in over your head and buy stuff that you can't afford before you can afford it. As one of the calls, on one of the one-on-ones we did, it was an individual. Not putting nobody's business or names out there. I'll just give this much. They have a house that's paid off. You think when they're out there doing this thing by themselves, solopreneur, building this business, they have that's the biggest bill that most people have, the house. That person's house is paid off. If they got get a paid off van and paid off house, they CPM will be on the floor for what they need to survive and build and grow. It's different for everybody, I promise you. Don't let nobody trick you out your 100K. The rates for you is the rates for you. Don't let nobody else's rates dictate your rate. Again, don't do no bottom feeding driving. Don't drive no cargo for free. Make sure it works with your CPM. Make sure all of that happens before you even accept the load. But just because the load isn't $1 and it may be 85 cents, 90 cents, does not mean you still can't win based on your numbers. Your numbers alone. We're just building a baseline, a foundation. Once you get the foundation and get out here and running, it'll make a lot more sense. If you're already out here running, fam, in the comments, let them know what you think, what you going through. I told you the numbers over here for high fam. We got our CPM that fluctuates by the week and the month between 32 to 35 cents, something like that. I'm not looking at the exact numbers, but yeah, we still can build this business off of 70-cent loads. Why? Because my family, we're in a blessed situation where this doesn't have to take care of us. You might be in that situation. The cost of living for your family might not be as high. But that's why I tell you all the time, don't ball out on the cargo van money yet, baby. We still building. Don't worry. You'll know exactly the time when to ball out on it. But in the building stage, nah, we ain't balling out on it yet. Because I want that rate to be your rate so bad that when it's time to ball out, you're going to look at me like, yeah, we took that load for 65 cents. We still profited about 4, 5, 6, 7, 800, 1,000 on that bag. But either way go, fam. Even under this video, I know somebody's still going to be like, that's crazy. I wouldn't take that. You wouldn't take it. Your boy BG ain't driving for free, but best believe I know them numbers that's gonna make sure the money keep going in the pocket. Not driving no free freight. I'm not even driving cheap freight. When I get it, that means it works for me and mine. And I want it to work for you and yours. So I want you to keep getting the bags. You're already getting the bags, so keep getting them. Because best believe I know I'm about to go get a bag. I got to go get another one. I have no choice because I seen the weather that's coming through towards this way. And by Wednesday, I'm not going to be in Kansas City. I got to get the moving and keep the moving and get in the bag. So with that being said, I digress. I just want you to understand as you continue to grow, learn as I learn, and you learn on your end and you do your research and your deep dive. I want you to understand what rate is for you. Understand your CPM. Understand your bottom number that 50 cents, I gotta stay above it to make money. Know your bottom number. And when you learn all that and we get all this stuff together and we finish putting it together, nobody will ever trick you out of 100K year again. New fam, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back and watch the 100K. Don't let nobody trick you out your 100K year. Go back and watch that video. But as for this one, this video, it's finito, baby, because I got to get up out of Kansas City. So don't worry. I know you getting your bag. I'm finna go find me one. You already got yours. Let me go get one now. It's enough out here for everybody. Let me go find a bag. But best believe when I find it, you're gonna be the first one to know as always, fam. Because it's time for your boy to skedaddle on up out this thing so I can get the shucking and driving back out in these streets. But yeah, go get your bag. I'm finna go find my bag back, fam. But until the next video, y'all stay blessed.